Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Wednesday. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Hope the week is going good for you. I hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. Sorry we weren't here on Monday, but we took some time off. Just wanted to take some time together, me and Savannah, and we went up with some family of ours and spent some time out on the lake, and just took time to not be busy, not get caught up in the hustle and bustle of what the day usually is, but just to literally chill and relax. And we wanted to just take time to seriously reflect on all the blessings that we have, the benefits that we are given to be able to grow our business, grow our families, due to those sacrifices made by those who died for us and died for our country in the previous years. And so that's what the day was all about. And we really, really, truly wanted to just take time, pause, and take the day slowly. And that is exactly what we did. And so it was a good time of relaxation. We are thankful to be able to relax. Thankful for those sacrifices that were given. And so hope y'all got to do the same. Hope you got to just take some time, have a extra 3-day weekend there, and spend some time with friends and family and loved ones, and have a good time together. But wanted to just do that, and so we took a day off for Marriage Mondays. We will be back. We're ready to go next week, bright and early on Monday. But I hope that y'all are crushing this week. I hope that this week is going good for all of you. It's been a wild one for us, so we took the day off on Monday. We're already starting the week a day behind Tuesday, and that's kind of what we're going to get into. So let me preface this show a little bit. It's going to be a real raw and not very long show, but we're going to just talk through the literally my Tuesday. It was crazy. It was wild, and it was one that I just kind of sit back and I'm like, this is what the community is about. And we're going to walk through some things. I want to share some responses and things that we got, and I want to prove to you the power of having a good network of people around you, and how much that can benefit you, especially if you're someone who struggles with anxiety or a little bit of depression, being down, feeling lonely. I'm blessed. I don't really struggle with that. I'm okay to be a loner. I can kind of I'm like, cool, let's do it. It doesn't really bother me. And so I'm blessed that way, but I'm super thankful for our community, because that it really shines through. The light shines through, the importance, the values and the care and the meaning behind everyone that we've made friends with over the past couple of years through the podcast, through Instagram, through trade shows. It really means so much to me. And I want to share that with you today, and I want to talk through a little bit. So let's just hop into my Tuesday morning. So Monday night, go to bed, like normal Monday. Nothing crazy happening. Had a good day. Text the guys, see you in the morning. Let's rock and roll. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Monday night was a normal day until right before 8:30. Got a text. One of our maintenance guys their car went down, so I was letting them use the one of the company pickups. And while they were at the lake over the weekend, the truck was not there. They didn't drive the truck to the lake, but the keys to the truck were in their bag, and their bag got stolen. And so the keys to the truck got stolen, which is just sucks, because it was an inconvenience. It was just it put us in a bad spot. And all the keys on that key, I don't even remember what all the keys are on that key ring. So we'll find that out in the future. I'm sure we'll go to take something or unlock something, but they were on that key ring. But I know the keys to the ball, to take the ball on and off the trailer, on and off the truck for the trailer, those keys were on that key ring. I know that. So we're going to cut that off to move the balls around, which is just It's just an inconvenience again. But that wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it is what it is. Thankfully, the truck didn't get stolen. Nothing got stolen out of the truck. Like, it was just the keys. So we can live with it at a spare. We can move on. Cool. We'll go to bed Monday. Hit it strong Tuesday morning. We're good to go. Well, take the keys. We're good. And then wake up Tuesday morning, get ready to crush the day, and got text from both my maintenance guys. I had the truck scheduled to put tires on there today. They needed, or on Tuesday. They needed, it's needed tires really started showing the past week and a half, 2 weeks. The wire started showing out of one of them. And so I was like, we're getting tires today. As soon as we get back from Memorial Day, we're getting them put on there, getting a full new set. And didn't make it that long. Blew out last night at like 10:30 on him. And so that was, our morning was the truck. He was like 40 minutes away. And so he was stuck out in the middle of the night and ended up getting home. Couldn't get the tire changed because he didn't have a jack with him. And this truck was a government truck before we bought it. And I'm assuming it had been used before and it wasn't put back in there. And I never checked it. So it has the tire rod, like the lugs, to get the lugs off, but didn't have the little jack that comes with it. And so that was it was an inconvenience for him. But then wake up to that text, and so I'm like, all right, well, here's one problem solved. So that's 40 minutes away. How are we going to fix that? Well, the other text that I got was my other maintenance guy, my foreman, got hurt at the lake and messed up his ankle. And, and this actually, I'm going to come back to this story in a minute and continue. I'm not regretting the decision to go into stand-up mowers at all, but I think a valid point that should be made on those is, like, you might always want to keep a sit-down in your fleet because, like, if you get hurt for some reason, you can still mow sitting down with the majority of, like, a lower body injury. Like, if you break your ankle or roll your ankle or something and it's your left one and that you're not raising and lowering the pedal with, you can usually get away with it. Like, you can wear a boot on a mower. I've done it. Many, many times. And so you go to a stand-on unit and your whole fleet stand-ons, like, that could actually mess you up. Your employees could, like, if your employee gets hurt, your foreman gets hurt like that, like, he can't ride a stand-on mower all day. I hurt my leg last week playing basketball, and I messed up my groin, and, like, I can't just go stand on a mower for 8 hours a day. Whereas I could sit down and ride a zero turn totally fine. So I like the stand-ons. There's a huge benefit there. I like the vision that you get on and off to pick up trash a lot faster. I'm not regretting the decision at all, but I think we definitely will keep a sit-down unit in our fleet for forever. After seeing these two things happen so quickly, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be good to have a zero turn. We have a backup if we need to. But anyway, back to the story. So that started off the morning. He couldn't work, and so I was like, great. And so since my maintenance guy, this is the one that the truck was out all night, he was like zonked this morning. He was literally didn't get into bed until like I think 4 or 5 this morning, and so he was not really much good for anything today, which is understandable. And so we, my two landscape guys, we were just prepping a job today. So I was like, all right, here's our morning. We're gonna go fix this, and then it was just little thing after little thing. The dump trailer broke last week. A cotter pin fell out of the tilt cylinder. So we were working on that this morning, and then the jack that we had would not hold pressure for anything. We had to put new fluid in there. Then once you got new fluid in, it started shooting fluid out, and so it was just a process as well. But luckily, they got up there, and the 40 minutes away is what really ended up like just being so annoying. If it was 5 minutes from the house, it wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But we were so far away. Like, if we got out there and needed something and didn't have it, and that's exactly what happened. Silly us, went all the way out there, and the guys went out there to fix it themselves, and I was mowing. I was gonna go get some yards done because we didn't need a total day of non-productivity because we were already a day behind. But we didn't get the keys. We didn't get the keys from the guy because I took him the spare keys last night, and then all that happened, and he had the keys at his house still, and so the truck was still 40 minutes away at a truck stop. But he had the keys with him, and so that was just like, great, here we go, let's figure it out. And so I ended up having to peel off and go grab the keys from him, run them up 40 minutes to them, and so help them get it off. And they were really fine to do everything on their own, but I helped them just get the front tire off. We ended up finding a tire store right like 3 minutes away Thank goodness they had they had a similar size tire. It was a little more narrow, but same rim size. They had them in stock. So I was like, yeah, we're throwing those on there. So $800 later and a new set of tires, we are back in business. So that took half the morning. Then we had to stop and get the pin, try to find a pin for the trailer. Luckily, we found one. And the trailer, slapped that thing back in. It worked. Trailer worked good. So thankfully, the day was not a total wash. But that was like all the way up to lunchtime. That took half of the morning. And it was just like, oh, this is so annoying. Like, it's just one of those days. Like, the day starts off like this. It's hot. It just starts like stressful and you feel rushed and you're like, what are we going to do? I'm going out of town next week. So it's like, we cannot get behind. We've got 11 pallets of sod coming tomorrow that we need to get prepped for today because they don't need to sit on the pallet that long. And so it's just like, oh, we have so much to do. We do not need to be spending time doing this. And I posted a story in the morning just like explaining what was going on. And I was just like, man, these are the days where you question like being in business for yourself. Because there are days, it would be easier to just go work a 9 to 5 and clock out, go home, sit on the couch, watch TV, and do it again the next day. And so I made a joke. I was like, these are the days where I really question, like, why am I doing this? What am I doing it for? You know, why am I in business for myself? And I don't really mean that. Like, I'm 100% certain why we're doing this. I don't question that at all. I'm very, very happy with what we're doing. We have these days, like, once a quarter just about. I would say there's a day like this where just, like, everything just feels so just off balance. Everything that could go wrong goes wrong for the most part. And I'm just like, oh, this is annoying. But luckily, those were the only major things that went wrong today. I was able to knock out a good bit of mowing and things, and we caught up a little bit. We'll split into 2 crews and rock and roll the rest of the weekend and get it knocked out. We'll throw our side down and be good to go. But I want to walk through the reason that I really wanted to show the show. That was I had to give that backstory here, but this is the meaning for the show. And we'll go another 5 or 10 minutes here, and we'll move on for your Wednesday. I know you can get back out there and be efficient, be profitable, and not hear my moan story because I'm not. It's not a sob story. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to ask for pity because we've had worse days than this. Honestly, it was just the way it all came together. It all transpired within like an hour of each other, and it was just like, great, here we go. But anyway, the power of the community. So I posted that. I posted a couple stories. I posted the post, and I want to go through it, and I don't want to leave anybody out. And if you didn't, I'm not going to leave anybody out. But if you didn't reply, it's okay. It's all good. Like, trust me, I don't. I get it. Like, but there were a few people. There's probably 8 or 10 people here that replied, and just shot words of encouragement. And I want to highlight those people. I want to say thank you. And if I hope you're okay with me sharing I'm going to share names and what you sent. But it's just like, this is the stuff that really pushes you through. Like, if I was really down on myself and these messages started coming in, I would say, you know what? This is what the community is about. Like, I'm learning as we go day to day. I also have people here that are, like, encouraging me, building me up, standing behind me in my corner and pushing me forward to keep persevering, keep moving on. And that's exactly what happened. And so I want to walk through. I posted these stories, and then I just started getting a couple replies this morning. Starts with Alan Powell Jr. He said, just been there many times. And that's good. Like, yeah, been there. Hey, been there, done that. I get it. That's good feedback. And then TW Landscape LLC, these are all on Instagram. He said, it happens. Rented a dump trailer and had to hook up jumper cables every time to dump. Cost us about 7 extra hours on a job this weekend. Absolutely ridiculous. See, like, that is real life stories. He's going through it, and he didn't get down on himself either. And maybe he did, but he had people around him, hopefully, that built him up as well. And it's just like, if you take every single negative thing that happens on a job or in a day and you let that stuff get to you, you will slow down. You're going to struggle. You're going to struggle mentally. You're going to struggle physically. The jobs are going to struggle. You can't get so caught up on the negative. You have to stay as positive as possible. Having people like this in my corner really help us do that. Jay Jacobs Grounds, so Jeremy Connect said, that's a rough morning. Hope things improved and hope you get your sod prepped. Just a little word of encouragement. Thank you, Jeremy. It means the world that we get to have people like this in our community just sending a little bit of feedback. Old Lamont, Pookie texted and said, hey, man, are you okay, bro? Just seen your story. And, man, exclamation points. Like, man, what are we going to do? And this is true. Like this is it, guys. Like this is what it's about. Are you okay? You're checking in. He's checking in on a fellow brother, and it means so much that we get to have that relationship. Pearson Landscape said, "Pretty awesome. You share this. Most guys won't show you what it's really like to own small businesses." Ain't that the truth? How many people on social media aren't actually showing you the full thing? How many people aren't showing you? And these are the kind of stuff, I don't see this stuff every day. I don't see this stuff. And there's one or two or three that I would say that, yeah, like they do a good job of sharing the good, the bad, the ugly. But like this is the real, the raw, the relatable. Like this is what everyone goes through at some point in business. And if you haven't gone through it yet, you're going to. And there's no cure for this. There's no way to like solve this. I mean, you can do as much systematizing and processing and putting all these things in place as you can. You can't keep things from breaking. You can't keep people from getting hurt. Like it's life. It happens. You can do as much as you can to prevent that, preventative maintenance, but it's not a guarantee. And so you just got to know, like, you're not the only one. Even though people aren't blasting this on social media, and I don't want social media to turn to a negative thing either. So, like, I feel like social media is used in a very good way to be positive and show positive, push positive vibes. Like, so we don't want it to be negative, like, oh, today sucks, it was terrible. But you do need to share those downtimes, because if somebody is maybe following you or wanting to just keep up with you, and maybe they're wanting to go into their business in the next year, and they see you, and all they see is sunshine and rainbows. Well, what are they going to think when they get to their 3 months in business and they see stuff start breaking and their routes are getting behind and customers are getting pissed, and like, well, then what do we do? You know, like, how do we get through that? They don't know that stuff's coming if you don't tell them. And so that's on us. That's the challenge that we have. And that's me, that's you, even if you don't make content. Like, if you're approaching an Instagram post, if you're doing any type of story throughout the day, like, share that stuff. I promise you, people appreciate it. Sawyer Landscaping said, "It is brutal sometimes. I 100% have these days. Just got to keep pushing forward." That's the mentality that we have. We literally just laugh and move on. Laugh and move on. If you sit here and whine and cry and moan about it, you're not going to get anywhere. Literally. Cool. We can't change it. What can we do to fix it? How can we fix it the fastest way possible and the most efficient way possible? How can we continue our day? Connor Smith said, "I climbed and cut down my first bigger tree at my parents' house. I botched the cut and should have lowered one honker of a limb. Completely bombed this gorgeous snowfound cherry. Have a great day." So that is that's a real life example of something going bad. And then below that he said, "I've had those days, weeks as well, brother. Had my old dump truck die in the same week. My only rider mower blew an oil pump. I hope you have a better afternoon. You're right, man. These days happen to us all." See, I'm not the only one, right? And just the fact that he took his time to type these 6 sentences and send them, like, that means so much to me and so much to what we're doing here. And so appreciate it, Connor. Appreciate the kind words there if you're listening to the podcast. But yeah, like it happens to everyone. Had a dump truck die and a mower with an oil pump go bad. Like that. Oh, that's a bad week. That's a bad week. Jonathan Allen said, "Definitely sounds like you had a rough day. Today for me, almost 3 years of doing this and never had a callback. Almost 4 weeks into having an employee and got my first callback. Missed a big area, and that is part of it. Like, that's just part of it. I've had guys miss things. We've had to go back like this year. It just happens. Got to go back tomorrow and make it right. Unfortunately, this one is one of my furthest from home routes, so that goes back to us being like 40 minutes away again. The further you are, the more inconvenient it is, the more stress it adds. I don't know why, it just does. And then he said, "No one said this would be easy, right? Keep up the good work, buddy." Like, no one said it would be easy. No one said it would be easy. It's just like all about persevering and moving forward. And that's what we're doing. We're going to push through. We're going to keep moving, and we're going to move on. Like, it's not the end of the world. And you got to remember, I said this on the stories as well, like, we have to be thankful that we even had this opportunity. It goes back to what I started the show with. These are the problems that I have. I'm not getting shot at overseas. I'm not worried about getting blown up by an IED. I'm worried about getting a tire on a truck to go cut some grass. Like, come on. Let's put all of our problems into reality and have a reality check and say, hey, is this really as big of a deal as we make it out to be? You know, is it really as stressful as what we should be making it out to be? And when you do that, when you look at it through that lens and you don't get so caught up in it, then you realize, hey, maybe, just maybe, we'll be okay. We'll survive and we'll move on. So appreciate the kind words, Jonathan, there. Just the real life, knowing that I'm not the only one going through it. Paxton Grounds LLC. I've had a couple days like this. This spring, and it sucks. But I always remind myself it's how I respond to it that really matters. Love that you share this, man. It's all about how you respond. If you get down on yourself and you whine and moan, then you're just wasting time at that point. You're literally just wasting time. You're not doing anybody any good. You're putting your team in a bad mood. You're in a bad mood. Your clients, that will translate over into your clients. Like, you'll do bad quality. You just have to keep your head down, keep pushing, and go on, guys. Like, that's literally what it's about. That is the extent of the replies that I'm going to read here on the show. But it's just like, this is what matters. This is what the community is about. If you sit here and you ask yourself, why do we do this? Why do you have Instagram? Why should I go to trade shows? Why should I go to live events? It's literally to join a community like this. These people I've all either talked to back and forth on social media, listened to the podcast, had them on the podcast, seen them at a live event, seen them at a trade show. Like, that's how you build relationships. And do we talk on a daily basis? No, we don't. Do we talk every once in a while and stay in touch with most of those guys? Yeah, we do. Absolutely. And like, that is based off of our content creation on social media. And that's not anything like, ooh, content creation. That's a fancy phrase, right? No, it's posting a picture. It's DMing back and forth. It's building a community. That's what I mean by that. And like, if we didn't do that, if you didn't engage, if we didn't make friends on there, then this would never happen. But guess what? You don't have to be some content creator. You don't have to create videos and do a podcast to be in this community. You just get around other like-minded business owners who are posting their stripes and their mowers and they're changing the oil and like what they're going through on a day-to-day basis, like I did today. And that's how you grow a community. How do you grow a community? One relationship at a time. Like, that's what it boils down to. You have one day, one relationship, one DM back and forth, and then you grow a community that way. And so that's what we've done for the past 3 years here. I can't wait to do it many, many more over. I'm not going to say and ramble on this show. I just wanted to give a quick rundown, and I wanted to really show you, like, firsthand the importance of the community. You hear me talk about it. You hear me say it. Well, if I didn't show you this behind the scenes, like, you would never know that all these people text me, because they don't do it for reward. They don't do it for like praise and feedback. They didn't ask for this. But it's just like, hey, these guys took time out of their day to write me a kind note when they saw that I was having a bad day. And that, like, helped me. It helped push me through. Gave me a better attitude to the day. And it just, again, helps me know I'm not alone. So know you're not alone. Know that you have a community out there. If I can ever help you, reach out and let me know. I'll be happy to help you any way that I can. And I want you to just grow your business one day at a time, one step at a time. And again, I want to help you any way that we can. So you can reach out here, shoot me an email, DM me, whatever works for you, and we'll link up and I'll help you in whatever way possible. But I do want to say really quickly before we wrap the show, Equip Expo tickets, $12.50 right now if you use code GG50. That is a code that I would put in there. Like, as soon as I say this, stop, pause, hit pause, go to equipexpo.com or something like that. Just put in Equip Expo or go to the link in the show notes. I think I have a link in there. Going to Equip Expo and put in code GG50. Register for the show. It's the end of October. That is where you meet people like this. That's where you have this. That's the start to so many of these relationships in this community. You do that, and that's where you start this training that we've done for the past 3 years. It'll cost you $12.50 with that code. Go out there, spend the time. It's gonna be an investment. You might miss out on some cleanups. You might spend some money on a hotel room. Guess what? You're getting in for $12.50. Okay? It's hard to beat. So show up. We look forward to seeing you in Louisville, Kentucky. It's going to be a great time. More to come on that and hear from some great people that are a part of Equip and what they have going on up there. Can't wait to see you there. It'll be there before we know it. Like, it will be here before you know it. I promise you. We're like 6 months out, less than 6 months out. And so it's going to be a really, really good time there. But that's going to wrap this one up, guys. I don't want to ramble. I said it was going to be a short show. It's going to be a short show. I just want to tell you this is what the community is about. Here's the value firsthand. Thank you to each and every one of you who reached out, sent me a DM, gave me a heads up and a pat on the back and said, just keep pushing. And thank you for that. It means the world. And now we're going to keep pushing and keep crushing this week, knock out our sod job, and finish our mowing route and get prepped for next week because guys are going to put in some good landscapes while I'm out of town. And, keep crushing and keep pushing through the summer, keep selling. So y'all have a great week, guys. We'll see you here on Friday, and I appreciate you tuning in to this one. Without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, and we'll see you here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.